actually helps with the gate, minimizes the gate by about 10%. Then you've got your centering spring, which is a little bit stiffer than stock for that snappier feel. It's not as wobbly. Got the short shifter kit on here with the Acuity that shortens your gear pull throws probably about 20%. Then you also have the base bushings, which are a little bit more firmer than the stock bushings, and of course the bushings for the transmission, the shift linkage bushings, which make the shifts a little bit firmer. There's not quite as much play as you put it into gear. It's minimal, but it makes a difference. And in my opinion, Honda's always had good manual transmissions, and transmission in the FL5 and the DE5 is amazing by itself. But I do think that Acuity just honed it in that extra 10%, just to make it that much more enjoyable, if it was even possible, which they did somehow. Shifting is just smooth. You got to feel it. When you look at the shift selector when you're changing gears, I've got before and after shots in the video. It doesn't look significant. It doesn't. But what I can tell you is when you're driving it, you feel the difference. It's there. I drove my Civic earlier today. It's got a 97 ITR transmission in it, and that's got the old style, the actual metal shift linkage, and that throw, night and day compared to this one. This one's, it's huge compared to this, especially after this upgrade. It makes it feel like I'm reaching for days in the Civic, which is kind of crazy. Never thought that would be, but I recommend this kit. I got to give a shout out to Unity Performance. I don't know how to pronounce your name, either it's Humza. I apologize, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but thank you for good customer service and getting that to me pretty quick. The install was a little laborious to get to the shifter linkage bushings, but other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Acuity has great directions, they make great products, and I did find an issue with mine after a week of driving it, that I had a clicking in second and fourth gear. And what happens is with the short shifter, that the linkages, the cable's pushed down a little bit, so where the collar is, where it goes on the collar, the plastic pulled down a little bit, so it makes a little sound when it hits the bottom of the housing shroud. But Acuity has in their instructions, they even give you a little rubber grommet to put in there. It says some people on occasion may need this, and apparently I needed it. I installed it today, and it cleared up the problems. Amazing. The grommet's a little tight, unfortunately. I broke it trying to put it on, but still got it in there. It's working great, and now it's butter. That's all I can say is it's butter. I just love driving this thing. I can spend hours just driving with no destination. Some people find this hard to get off. Some people have taken this out and clipped the zip tie under there to get it down. What I found in mine is this requires a 14mm wrench, and the bottom of this is 2 flat sides and 2 round sides, 4 corners, and this plastic has clips that match up, and you have to have where the tines have to match up with the round side for it to unclip. So if you're pulling down on it and you just slightly turn a little bit, you feel it and it pops off. You can see where the flat side is right here, has to line up with that real easily. This is 14mm. Else is to use a pry tool, but this actually comes off pretty easily. And then we just need to unplug the clips. there is, here's a tab. Okay. Drop the camera getting this pin out, but if you pop it around and then slide it out and pull it, it comes out, and then that comes off, and now that one's loose. Now that's loose. That this is spring loaded, so you have to twist it while you're holding it. Twist enough to get it off. Spring loaded clip right here. Same thing. Put that up. All right. Now I get to do the fun stuff. pretty hot out today, so I'm gonna be working in small batches and going in to cool off. But I don't want anything flying in here. That's just my luck, so I'm just putting the glove over it. All right, take the tray out. Here. I did that one bolt, and that one, take that harness off so I can get down there and take that bolt out, take that harness up so I can get to the shift linkage bushings. So what I'm going to do so I can get to these shift linkage bushings right here is I'm going to zip tie this. So I put a towel down so I can get these retaining clips in and hopefully not lose them. Top retaining clip was actually, the bigger retaining clip was a lot easier to put in, so this doesn't, it's not winded. So after driving my car for a week with the Acuity shift kit, there is a plastic rattle shifting in the second and fourth for me. The Acuity directions, there was a step, they include this extra little bushing. It says in rare cases, you might need to install this. What this does is this goes into the cable selector down here, because what happens is with the short shifter, it's pressing a little low and in there is making the noise. So this bushing will buffer that, and I'm about to install it. I'm trying to stretch that little rubber bushing over this knuckle. Did not work for me. It actually ripped right when I was about to get it over. But I'm just gonna stuff it down like that. Rubber bushing is now in the gear selector shroud, so hopefully that'll stop the plastic clicking sound.